When I was younger, I was just like you. I liked to play a lot of video games, especially those who were battle royale. A lot, I mean 12 to 15 hours a day, which is almost all the hours that I had in a day. I was trying so hard to turn pro at these games and to earn an income and to become famous at this game. For 1 year straight, I did just that. I was sleeping, playing, and eating. That was all that I did. That's how I looked after 1 year of doing this. All happened in the Schmokevid time, by the way. But after the quarantine was done, I came back to school. And all my friends and all my colleagues, all the people from school that I know, they were all different. Some of them glowed up. They were different. And I was different. But in a bad way. I was 96 kilos at the moment. That was not a big problem for me, but for a lot of time, I was actually okay with it. It didn't bother me at all. After I came back to school, I saw that one of the girls from my class, who happened to be my friend, had a pretty good glow up. Like, she was so much hotter than before, and I wanted to be with her. In my head, she was really beautiful, but the problem was that she was too beautiful for me, and I was looking like shit, and that didn't bother me at all. I understood that in order to be with her, I had to change myself. I want you to understand that everything is possible and you can change yourself. So let's get to the meaty part. How I got a pretty muscular physique in less than a year of lifting. I will teach you step by step how to do what I did and make the same progress and to avoid the mistakes that I did. First, you need to choose a split. This should not be so complicated. You can choose push-pull legs or a bro split, Arnold split. They are all the same, but they are working more or less the muscle that you need in order to be aesthetic and to have pretty popping muscles. I recommend the push-pull legs. I will do a video about how to choose your split. The second, warming up. It's so important that the first thing that you're going to do in a gym is to warm up. Your core temperature needs to raise. If you're not doing that, you will risk injury. You need to be warm before your exercises. You can walk for 5 minutes and then do some neck rotations with some shoulder rotations, something to warm up your articulations and your muscles, because it's better to be warmed when you're doing the exercises to avoid injury, as I said. Third, exercise selection. You need to be very careful with this because this can break or make your workout. You need to be very strategic with your exercises and how you place them. For example, don't choose bench or deadlift or squat if you want to build an aesthetic physique. That's not what you need to do. You need to choose machines over dumbbells and barbells. What I want you to understand is that a barbell and a bench is not superior to a chest press machine. A chest press machine is the best thing that you can do for your chest. And of course, some cable flies. The barbell is not giving you that stability, and you can't go that deeper as you can do with a machine. Of course, the dumbbells are better than the barbell, but they will not give you that stability. And if you're new in the gym, you will not have that muscle stability. And no, you will not form your stability if you're doing dumbbell presses. You will just make the exercise more harder for yourself, and that's not worth it at the first time. Fourth, how many sets should you do? That's a pretty spicy question because a lot of people say that you need to do 16 or 18 sets of chest per week or per workout. A lot of volume, which is just junk volume. It's not necessary. You can do just 2 or 3 sets of chest per workout and you're good. The rest is just junk volume. You don't need that much volume to grow. Even if you are pretty advanced, the most important thing is to have the intensity and the form, to have exceptional form, and the volume come afterwards. You don't need to stress about the volume. If you're doing the right things, like the form and the intensity, you don't need to worry about the volume. Now, that was the first part, which is the training part. That's what you should do in the gym, and I will post more of it over time. So make sure to subscribe. So let's go to the nutrition part. What should you do? How should you do it? How much should you eat? The first, how much should you eat? I want to say that your nutrition is just as important as your training is. If you're having a bad diet, which means that you're not eating enough protein and you're not eating what should you eat, like clean foods and quality protein and quality carbs and quality fats, you will not have the same progress as someone who is training hard, is having the best form, is eating right, and it's sleeping well. You need to understand this. It's very crucial to have a good nutrition. The first thing that you need to do is to find your maintenance calories. You can do that by searching on Google calorie calculator.net and introduce your age, your height, your weight. You will get a rough estimate of how many calories should you eat. So after you got that number, you need to install on your phone an app called MyFitnessPal, where you will need to introduce your age, your height, your weight, and to put your calories there. After you set it up, MyFitnessPal, you need to customize the calories with the number that you got from the site and eat at that number of calories for 1 week. And for the first week, I want you to weigh yourself every morning before eating or drinking. You'll need to weigh yourself every day for 1 week and then do a weekly average of how many kilos you lost or you gained, or if you're in the maintenance. And then you can figure it out if you need more calories or less calories. It depends on your goal. Fourth, how much protein should you eat? You should eat at 2 grams of protein per pound of body weight. For example, if you have 120 pounds, you should eat 120 grams of protein. How many carbs should you eat? You should eat as many carbs as you need before and after your workout. That's the most crucial time when you need the carbs. How many fats should you eat? You should eat at around 0.5 per pound of body weight, which means if you have 120 pounds of body weight, you should eat 60 grams of fat. It's not that big of a deal with what you should eat or what shouldn't you eat. Don't get very overwhelmed with nutrition. You can eat whatever you want, but in the moderated doses. Keep in mind that you should have carbs before your workout. Fats are slowing down the digestion, so you need just carbs, like straight just carbs. And after your workout, you'll need to fuel in the muscle because your muscle is depleted from the workout. It's not that big of a deal, just keep in mind these things. If you have any other questions, you can put it in the comments, and I hope that I helped. If you like this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. What should I do next? And if you have any questions, make sure to put it in the comments and I will respond to it. I want to help as many people as possible. Ask in the comments what you want to see next.